Good day, everyone! I am my Auntie Sonio from BS Ed Science 4. We will be discussing the scientific investigation. But before we start, let's have our learning objectives. At the end of the lesson, we will be able to analyze the differences among scientific methods, design a structured scientific investigation, and evaluate the application and significance of scientific investigation in real-life contexts. Are you ready? Let's explore! In a distant land where no trees grew, the people suffered under the scorching sun and destructive floods. The land was barren, and crops failed without the cooling shade of trees. One day, a scientist visited the village and suggested that planting trees could restore balance to the land. She proposed a scientific investigation to find an effective fertilizer to help the trees grow strong. She enlightened the entire village about it. Scientific investigation is the process of exploring questions and testing hypotheses through observation, experimentation, and analysis to draw conclusions. The first step of the scientific investigation is observation. Observation. It triggers curiosity and interest to know more. This is achieved through the use of our own senses. The second step is to make a question, wherein it starts with how, what, and why questions. The third step is to create a hypothesis. Hypothesis. It formed through an if-then statement. It should be testable and falsifiable. Fourth step is to conduct an experiment, wherein data gathering is conducted and the relationship between the independent variable and the dependent variable is classified and analyzed. Fifth step is analysis. Analysis, it is the stage where data is interpreted to identify patterns, predict trends, and formulate reasonable answers to the research question. And for the last step is conclusion. Conclusion is the stage where the validity of the hypothesis is tested to determine whether it is accepted or rejected based on the evidence gathered. As the scientists explained to them the effectiveness of this scientific investigation, they didn't hesitate to follow each step. For their observation, the villagers saw the soil was dry and lacked nutrients, making it hard for trees to grow, which led them to ask, how can we make the soil better for trees? And they formed their hypothesis. If we use an organic fertilizer, then the trees will grow healthier and stronger. In their experiment, they planted saplings with an organic fertilizer, inorganic fertilizer, and without a fertilizer. After monitoring the tree's growth in 3 months, they found that those with inorganic fertilizer grew faster with thicker trunks and fuller leaves. Through analysis, the experiment showed that inorganic fertilizer led to the most significant growth, 30 cm, due to its quick nutrient release, promoting rapid tree development. Organic fertilizer resulted in steady growth, 20 cm, providing sustainable, long-term benefits for soil health. In contrast, the control group with no fertilizer grew minimally, 6 cm, highlighting the importance of nutrients for optimal tree growth. In conclusion, the villagers concluded that formulated hypothesis is null or void because the inorganic fertilizer helped the trees grow, improving the soil and environment. They used this knowledge to restore balance to their land, transforming it into a lush, thriving countryside. This story marks the end of today's lesson, but it also marks the beginning of a new understanding. As you move forward, remember that the scientific investigation is a powerful tool ready to be used in your own life. Just like the villagers, you can ask questions, test your ideas, and find solutions that make a difference. Always stay curious and use the process of scientific investigation to explore and improve the world around you.